Optimus Prime here, back with another video review. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the only Transformer I got for Christmas, Fall of Cybertron Jazz. I almost said Wolf of Cybertron, but that was the game that came before it. So, Jazz. Of course, those of you who watch my videos on a regular basis know that I already have, and really don't like, Sideswipe. Well, mainly because of the fact that his arms are really loose. He doesn't like to stand unless he's in this really weird kind of bow-legged stance. And even then, sometimes he falls over. Jazz has none of these problems. Jazz is an amazing figure. Alright? Jazz really blew it out of the water. You know, I knew I was going to like him. I just didn't know I'd like him this much. Okay? Jazz first shows up, well, in Generation 1, really. And he's had several incarnations through the years. Mainly the Generation 1... Yeah, the Generation 1. Right, he stays until Season 3, and then he's just kind of not seen again. Jazz then doesn't show up again, well, pretty much until animated in the movie. I've got my dates right. Yeah, I think I do. Because he wasn't in Armada and in Dawn of Cybertron. He wasn't in RID. He wasn't... Well, if he wasn't in RID, he was one of the spy changes. And then, of course, he was in the video game. Which is what we have. Yeah, this lovely little toy. This little toy is awesome. Aside from a few problems I do have with the way that his head sits in, the latch and hinge thing there, not a good thing, and the whole open cavity. But as you're displaying it from like this angle, you don't really notice it. You don't really. His gun is also very, very cool. Very cool. I won't go into too much because I've already done him. But just so you can see the difference between the two of them, they do look like two separate toys. There are painted details on here that aren't painted on him, and vice versa. He does come with a completely new hood or bonnet and a completely remolded back section. And the one thing I do like about Jazz is his metallic blue paint. It's coming off as kind of a flat black, but it is very metallic. Excuse me. It is very metallic, and I wish I had something to drink, because my throat's kind of scratchy. Worked all day today, 8 to 5, excuse me. And, my throat's a little sore. But I wanted to do this video and get it out. Because I have something that I've wanted to buy for years coming. Probably ever since I saw Diance's review of this toy, I've wanted one. And now it's coming. Bought it with my Christmas money this year. Obviously, this year's Christmas money. Was going to buy him at TFCon, but I'm not going this year. I know. Sucks being broke. Then again, I can buy Transformers, so I'm not that broke. Would you... Oh, that's fine. Just transforming him for you now. He's a bit more complicated than some of the other Transformers. Than the likes of the Transformers Fall of Cybertron line. You know, because a lot of the Transformers Fall of Cybertron guys were just like, pull out the arms, fold out the feet, flip out the head, and you're done. Although for the life of me, I can't figure out... Prime was a lot like that. Grimlock was a little bit more engaged, I'll say. A bit more intuitive. Starscream, well, Thundercracker. I guess you could say yes, but that was technically a War for Cybertron mold. Not a Fall of Cybertron. Sorry, did I say that this guy was War or Fall? I don't bloody remember now. Anyway, it's Fall of Cybertron, because he wasn't in War. No. Yeah, it's fall, not war. So here's a very nice little vehicle thing. Jazz in the video game is very much a... Just pop Sideswipe's arm off. I did it again. A very Scatman Carruthers type voice. Although I highly doubt it was the same guy. Sorry. My nose is itchy. 'Tis the season, though. 'Tis the season to get allergies. Yay. Sorry if this is a bit scatterbrained, but this was a last-minute video. Normally I think about it a little bit more before I actually shoot a video. But this one's just kind of there. Just transforming Sideswipe because I want to show them off both in their vehicle modes. You play as Jazz on 2 separate occasions. One, you're investigating the Sea of Rust to find out what Grimlock and his team did. Because, of course, Grimlock is part of the Lightning Strike Coalition, which is like a sub-faction of Autobot. And this is Grimlock before he became the Dinobot. If you played the game, you know that. Now then, now that I have him and him in the vehicle modes, you can see the difference between the two. He's more rounded and he's more pointy. You do still have the visible hand syndrome on both, but that's just because it's a retool. Although looking at them, you can kind of tell, but it's hard to tell really that they're the same mold. You're missing the silver bumps here, the smokestacks, I say. But then again, you have that really nice silver. There you go. You can kind of see it's got a metallic flake-esque-ness to it, and the wheels are the same. But overall, wait a minute. Hold on. No, the wheels are even remolded. Yeah, the wheels are like backwards. No, yeah, the wheels are backwards. I didn't notice that. Okay, interesting. The tread on the tires goes one way on each figure, like goes down, and this one goes up. It's really kind of weird that I didn't notice that. And yet on the legs, they're the same way. Hasbro, get on your quality control. This guy, I'd say, if you can't find Jazz, pick him up. But if you can get both of them, I'm not normally a fan of repaints, but Sideswipe is a good repaint of Jazz, and his gun can mount on his car. I don't know why I'd want to do that, but you can. I guess because there's really no other way to store it. Hasbro, come on now. Don't cheapen out now. Hold on. If I do this, hold on. I might have a solution. If I do this, fold it back, and kind of. Oh. Okay, so you can kind of get it in there if you just kind of put it in upside down and kind of fold it flat, which looks better than having it on the front. But I don't display my figures in vehicle mode, so why bother? Anyway, this has been Optimus Prime. I want to thank you for tuning in. I will talk to you later. Hopefully soon with a Generation 1 video that I've been dying to do for years. Anyway, this has been Optimus Prime, signing off with Jazz and Sideswipe. Hoping you guys have a great day, great night, whenever you're watching this. Take care.